All right, hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through. We're going to utilize or option to utilize the short band. We're just going to be doing some like donkey kicks and such in the first series today. So if you want to have a little bit of resistance, have a light to medium band for those. Let's go ahead and start down on the mat on all fours. Go ahead and make your way down to hands and knees. We're going to warm up the wrists and forearms, and then we'll do some breathing with our cat-cow mobility. So as you come on down to your knees, go ahead and turn your palms down so the fingers face in. Nice wide handprint. Draw your abdomen in so you're not overarching your spine. And then just gently start to rock your hips back towards your heels so you get a nice stretch on your forearms. Hold here for a couple of breaths. And then as you come on off, you're going to turn the hands so the fingers are pointing in. Go ahead and interloop those fingers. And now we'll go circular patterns. Circle your body around 2 to 3 times in each direction. Go ahead and switch directions when you're ready. Very nice. As you finish those circles, come into a kneeling position, coming off your hands. And now we'll just simply roll the wrist around. And reverse direction, same thing other way. Very nice. From here, take the backs of your hands, fingers pointing down. Place the backs of the hands together, shoulders back and down. Draw those elbows down. Good. Very nice. And then just shake them out. All right, we're going to come back to all fours. Make a nice wide handprint as you place that hand underneath the shoulder. We're going to move into our cat-cow cycles next. So as you exhale, lift up between your shoulder blades, draw your chin in towards the chest, and then inhale, gently arch, drawing the shoulders down the spine, lifting the head, just looking straight forward. Between 3 and 4 more cycles. Trying to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Very nice. Couple more. When you finish this, we'll take it back in a child's position. Very good. After this next one, big toes together, divide the knees, reach your arms straight out, and then lower your hips back, drop the chest down. As you're breathing here, think about sending the air into the outer aspects of your lungs, like you're trying to breathe into the sides of the rib cage. Good. One more breath. And release. Coming on back to all fours. We're going to open up our inner thigh next. Let's take your left leg, kick it straight out to the side, and turn the foot down. So the bottom of the foot is gripping the floor. And then take your left arm, just soft reach across the midline. Good. And then from here, dropping the hips back towards the heel, lower the head down, and breathe. Very nice. Coming back forward. Before we switch sides, go ahead and bring that left leg in. On all fours, you're going to take your left arm, just barely reach across the body, and then we're going to rotate straight up. Following the eyes, or following the hand with the eyes, 3 times there, reaching across underneath that right arm and then rotating up. Good. One more time. Reaching under, rotate up, and then hold this top position for about 3 to 5 seconds. Peering up at that hand, lifting up out of that downside shoulder. Good, and release. Fantastic. Coming back down. We're going to go inner thigh stretch on the opposite leg. So now your right leg is going to kick out to the side. Grip the sole down. Right hand reaches across. Drop on back. Good. Let's go one more breath. Very nice. Bring that arm back to center, bring that leg in, and now we'll do our mid-back rotations with the right hand. Reaching underneath to the left side of your body, lifting up out of your left shoulder, rotate, peering up. Good, 3 times here. Just a slightly different variation than we've done before, but still working to encourage some rotation through that mid back. On this third one, holding up the top position, peering up, pausing for about 5 seconds. And release when you're ready. Very nice. Final stretch here, and then we'll get that band out. Go ahead and walk your knees in so that they're touching. Make sure you draw the midline in towards your spine. And now our quadruped hip rock here, lowering the hips to one side and up and across to the other side. Excellent. All right, as you finish that, if you are going to use a band, let's go ahead and come on down. We're going to place the band around the thighs, just above the knees. We're going to be doing 2 rounds. We'll go between 30 and 45 seconds of each exercise. We're going to start on your left leg with a donkey kick. Then we're going to move on to the left arm for a side plank. And then we'll do the same thing on the right side. At the end of each set, we'll lie on our bellies and work our lying fly, superhuman positions, but we'll just follow through as we go. So nice wide handprint. I'm going to place the hands down. As always, make sure we're not arching in that back. And then when you're ready, you'll start with your left leg. You're going to kick it straight up, watching that you don't arch the back as you raise that leg up. Keeping the knee bent the whole time, looking to activate the glute and hamstring. Good job. There's a tendency that as you lift the leg up, you start to lose that midline posture. So holding neutral through the hips. Excellent. Tend to inhale as I draw the knee down and a soft exhale as I drive that leg up. Good. Just over 30 seconds, about 10 more. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's go ahead and come onto the left arm for side plank. So draw that elbow in, stack it underneath the shoulder, extend the legs. Coming up in 2, 1, here we go. Make sure the chin is in, shoulders stacked over each other, and we tend to roll that top shoulder forward. So keep lifting up. You can either reach the arm straight up, you can rest it on your hip, however you choose. Very good. We're at 20 seconds. I'll let you know when we're at 30 and 45. Anytime you need to come down and rest, come down and then join us back when you can. Good, that makes 30. Keep drawing that chin in, lifting those hips up, top shoulder back. Forty seconds and 45 and 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Coming back to all fours, donkey kicks on your right leg this time. Wide handprint. Readjust that band as needed. We'll start in 5 and 2, 1. Here we go. Now your right leg kicking straight up, midline neutral. Good. Once you know the movement, turn your gaze so you're looking right between the hands. You want to keep that head and neck nice and neutral. And just notice if your head starts to draw forward towards the floor. Draw the chin in, retract that head back. Excellent. Feel that hamstring start to fire, that glute starts to fire. We're just over 30 seconds. Good, maybe 1 or 2 more. Stay nice and level through those hips. And rotate. Awesome job. Side plank, your right arm. Go ahead, make sure that elbow doesn't go wide. That's the most common thing I'll see. So stack it just underneath that shoulder, extend the legs, and here we go. Excellent. Chin in, nice and neutral. Find a spot straight ahead to focus on. Very good. That's 20 seconds. Shooting for as much as 45. Great work. Good. Lift the head just a bit, Kathy. Keeping that chin neutral. There you go. Good job. 10 seconds left. We're at 35. And 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Go ahead and come onto your stomach. You need to drop back into a little bit of a modified child's position for a moment. Feel free. And then when you're ready, we're going to lie on the belly. You can keep that band around the legs. So the legs are going to be together. We're going to start with the palms up. So this is where we're going to activate the back side of the body. Keeping the chin in, you're going to draw the shoulders back and down, squeeze the glutes, lift up. You can lift the feet off the ground if you'd like. And then you'll hold this posture as long as you feel comfortable in this position, avoiding any kind of pinching in the low back. Really try to fire the glute and that whole back side of the body. Imagine you're kind of like a superwoman or superhuman, getting ready to fly off the mat. Anytime you need a break, just bring it back down to the floor. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, lift on up. Good. We're over 30 seconds in. We got about just over 10 seconds left. Try to pull those shoulder blades together, pushing the palms up towards the ceiling. Squeeze and breathe. And rest. Fantastic. Back into child's position with the knees together. Give a little break on that low back. Reach the arms straight out. That's set 1. We're going to do it one more time. Very good. All right, we'll start here in about 10 seconds. Back on those donkey kicks, your left leg. All right, as you come into position, set the hand just underneath the shoulder, nice wide handprint. And 2, 1, here we go. Left leg, midline neutral, driving up. Good, chin drawn in, looking straight down. You can do some gentle bend in that knee throughout. Very good. That's 30 seconds. Staying smooth. About another 15. We'll go to that side plank next. And 3, 2, 1, and transition. Good job. Coming to that right arm. Draw that elbow in. Extend the legs. And 2, 1. Here we go. Awesome. Looking straight forward. Lifting up out of that downside shoulder. Woo, starting to fall back. First 15 seconds. Those hips nice and high. Awesome work. That is 30 seconds, 15 seconds left. Great work. Done in 10. And 3, 2, 1, come on down. Great job. Making your way back to all fours. Donkey kicks on the right side. That band on the lower thigh. When you're ready, here we go. Midline hips and shoulders, nice and neutral. Keep lifting up out of the upper body. Draw the chin in. And just moving through that hip. Squeeze the glute as you push the bottom of the foot towards the ceiling. Excellent. Second half of our second of 2 rounds here. So just stay focused. We're well over 30 seconds. A couple more. And 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Let's finish out with the side planks. Right arm. All righty. Draw that elbow in. And here it is. Up and hold. Nice work. And the small little accessory work done. Activating the hips. No problem. Sometimes we lose our balance. Just come back in when you're ready. There's our 20-second mark. And check in with your posture. Is my top shoulder rotating forward? Are my hips dropping down? Just keep that nice, strong plank position. 30 seconds done, 15 to go. Good, almost there. 3, 2, 1, and pause. Great job. Back to the child's position. Give your midline a little bit of a break, and then we'll finish on our stomachs. So reach those arms straight out. I like to just gently rock my torso side to side. Very good. Then when you're ready, we'll come back down to your stomach. You can either keep your hands at the side as we did last time, or if you want a little bit variation in the upper body, you can draw the hands behind the head. 2, 1, and lift on up. So we're thinking about how long can I be from the top of my head to my tips of my toes, and how strong can I be through the shoulder blades, through the glutes, hamstrings, squeezing and holding without holding the breath. And as always, anytime you need that rest, come on down and then lift it back up when you're ready. Draw that chin in. There's 30 seconds, 15 left. Looks great. Squeeze and hold. Keep firing those glutes. Try to find more and more muscle tissue to wake it up, activate, squeeze, and rest. Woo! Fantastic. Let's go ahead and roll onto your back. We'll take that band off and we'll do a little stretching for the low back and hips. Great job. As you take that band off the body, go ahead and hug both legs in. We'll go double knee to chest to start. Very good. From there, 2-knee twist, arms to the side. Bring both legs across with the knees bent at 90. Gently turn the head, looking over that opposite shoulder. And then sweep it up and across, same thing, other side. Good, let's go once more each direction. We're getting ready for some reverse lunges and our bent over row coming up next. All right, once you balance out your 2-knee twists on each side, let's go 5 glute bridges. Give a little bit more activation for the back side of the body. And at the same time, open up the front of the hips a little bit. So nice and controlled, lifting those hips up, holding for about 2 seconds at the top, and then lower them on down. Drive the knees nice and wide as you lift those hips high. Drawing the chin in towards the chest. Good, 1 or 2 more. All right, fantastic. As you finish your glute bridges, go ahead and roll back over to all fours. We'll take it into down dog once again, and then gradually inchworm our way up to the feet. Now, let's not shorten ourselves on this down dog. We can really use it to open the mid back, gently pulsing the heart towards the chest. And then from there, rock forward on your hands a bit more, and then pedal out the heels. Get a nice stretch for the calves. Oh, that feels wonderful. Beautiful. A couple more times on that heel pedal. Very good. And then when you're ready, let's go nice and slow. Walk the hands to the feet, walk the feet to the hands. Keep a nice soft bend in those knees. And then we'll just do a nice slow kind of coming up out of that toe touch. Gradually making your way up to standing. Fantastic. Once you get on back on your feet, let's grab a drink of water. We'll do a couple of stretches and then we'll get into that next circuit. All right, we'll challenge the balance just a little bit. Standing up nice and tall, we'll go some ankle rolls first. So balancing on one leg, shoulders back and down. About 5 to 10 circles one direction and reverse, same thing other side. Fantastic. In between legs, take a nice wide base stance. We're going to open up those inner thighs in between. So lunging to one side, reaching those arms out. Fantastic. Back to center and same thing other side. Shoulders back and down. Good. Let's go once more each direction. Standing tall, See if your body wants to sink a bit more, as long as your foot's planted, knees driving wide. Good, and second time, second side. Wonderful, good. Shimmy those feet back in, and ankle rolls opposite side. So lift everything up, establish that balance. Nice, and reverse directions. Wonderful. All right, we're gonna go right back to your first leg, this time quad stretch. So balancing again, reaching for the foot, pulling the heel towards the glute. Good. Just don't lock out that left leg, keeping that just a little soft bend. There you go. No problem, come back in when you need. 3, 2, 1, and rest in between sides. This time we're gonna go behind the back stretch, forward fold. Soft bend the knees, extend the arms. Long spine as you send those hips back, pull those arms straight up to overhead. And now breathe here into the back 2 to 3 times. On that exhale, see if your head wants to come a little bit closer to the ground. Good, on that next inhale, come on back to the top. Whew. Good. Walk those feet back in and then draw it all up and in. Quad stretch, opposite leg. Nice. When you have the balance, sometimes you can take it for granted, but this is not as easy as it looks. So just be gracious with yourself if it's a challenge. It's not always an age thing either. I've seen plenty of young kids that struggle to balance on one leg. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Beautiful. From there, let's go 5 squats. Set the feet, gentle toe out. Arms reach out, hips go back. Nice and controlled, keeping that foot firmly planted, both feet. Sometimes we tend to rock off the heels, but sometimes we tend to lift up the toes. So push the toes down, keep those heels drive into the mat. Very good. Maybe one more. Controlling back and standing tall. Fantastic. All right, let's grab another drink. We're going to get into that next circuit. We're going to have 4 rounds here, 30 seconds on each leg with a bent over row in between sides. So I'm going to go unweighted on the first round, except for that bent over row. So have just like a lightweight, moderate, and we'll kind of talk our way through it as we go. If you know the lunges, then just kind of join us as we start. It's going to be all on one leg to begin. Let's have your left foot forward, chest nice and tall, and 2, 1, when you're ready. Control that back knee to the floor, and then you're driving through that front heel. Good. You're going to leave the high knee out, but if you want to slow down the rhythm a little bit, you can bring that knee up and forward. If you want to get more reps in, then just come to a standing position. Good. And similar to the squat, we want that front foot to be planted. Heel stays in contact with the ground, but then also the toes. So I'm driving through that front heel to propel myself up and forward. Last one. And rotate. Great job. So you're going to grab your weights. Coming into that bent over row next, you're going to hold 1 or 2 weights. I'm just going to hold 1 here between both hands. Soft bend those knees, midline nice and neutral. And when you're ready, chin in, drawing both elbows up together. This challenges the back side a little bit as well, but we're focused on that mid back. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, drawing those elbows up as high as you can. Elbows don't always look as high as when we do a single arm row. Good, and really key here not to lock out the knees. You should have a soft bend in the knees throughout. One more. Squeeze into the chest and rest. Great job. Push through those legs, coming back up. Set the weight down. And now we're going to go lunges on your right leg. Right leg stays forward. Eyes up. 2, 1, and begin. Controlling the knee down, keeping the chest tall. Excellent. I always love this playing in the beach on the sand analogy, where I'm thinking about that front foot's going to make a nice deep footprint in the sand, trying to dig that heel in, like you're kind of pulling yourself up and forward. Good. If we're not holding weights, as we step back and reach the arms up, help encourage that chest to stay tall. Good. And finish that rep and take a rest. Alrighty. A little bit of blood flow next. Stand up nice and tall. We'll vary it up about every 20 seconds. We're going to start with some lateral step overs. So we have that imaginary hurdle. Good. As the knee comes up, lift the foot and toes. Excellent. Nice opening through these hips. Good. All right. Either step jacks or jump jacks next. Excellent. Woo. Couple more. And we're going to side shuffle next. 2, 1, and here we go. So just a side step and slide. Good. Kind of use the arms a little bit. Awesome. Make it playful. Good. One more time, down and back. And 2, 1, and rest. Great job. We'll take 30 seconds. Be back to that reverse lunge on your left. So grab a drink. If you feel like you want to use a little bit of weight this time, you can either hold weights at your sides or you can hold a weight up in front of the chest. 15 seconds. All right, coming into position. You're holding up high, elbows up and forward. When you're ready, left foot forward, right foot steps back. Focus to keep the hips nice and level. Awesome. Good, halfway through. Moving with control. Control yet intention. With the intention of moving well. Good, last rep and rest. You can keep those same weights or you can change it out, bent over row between sides. Check in with your feet. We want all 10 toes pointing straight ahead. Soft bend the knees, hinging at the hips. And here we go, chin in, elbows draw nice and high. Good. The lighter the weights, the more you want to kind of pause at the top. Add that isometric hold, just that stationary hold. Activate a little bit more of that muscle tissue. And then reaching down and in. 10 seconds left. Keep trying to fire the glutes as you hold here. And 2, 1, and rest. Come on up. Shake it out. Same thing, opposite leg now. Right foot forward. Elbows up and forward if you're using those weights. 2, 1, here we go. Try to keep your eyes centered so you're focused straight ahead. It's great if you find an object or a spot to look at throughout. When the eyes start to look down, we tend to lose our chest forward. So keeping the eyes up will just help that upper body positioning. Good. 10 seconds. Lightly controlling that knee down. Final rep. And rest. Great job. Clear your area. Going back to the blood flow. Lateral step overs. Nice high knee. Good job. And my palms rotating up towards the ceiling here. Good. Couple more over and back. Fantastic. Back to our jump jacks. Always step it out here as well. But if you're safe to jump, a little bit of jumping, it's really good for our lymphatic system. Cleans out our body. And the more we use our muscles, the stronger it can clear everything out. All right, great job. Side shuffle, or we can turn it into a little grapevine. 20 seconds till our rest break. Woo, good. Nice and light on the feet. You can go as slow or as fast as you want here. So if you feel a little uncertain with your steps, just slow it down. Nice. One more time. Down and back in your space. 2, 1, and there's our rest. Good. 30 seconds. Awesome job. We're back for set 3, 3 of 4. Great work. Making any changes to the weights. Starting in 10, we'll be back on your left leg, which means the left leg is going to stay forward. All right, getting ready for round 3, 2, 1, begin. Good. Controlling that knee down, staying tall. Excellent. Halfway through. Good, Kathy. Yeah, front shin vertical, heel in contact. 1 or 2 more. 2, 1, transition. Great job. Bend over row in between legs. Changing the weights as needed. Soft bend the knees. Hinging at the hips. Draw the abdomen in. And when you're ready, both arms together. Looking straight down towards the floor and pull that chin in like you're trying to make a double or triple chin. Let's emphasize that neutral position through the whole spine. Good. And squeeze the shoulder blades, drawing those elbows high. Building that strong posture through that mid back. Good. 2, 1, and rest. Great job. Set it down, shake it out. Right leg forward next. All right, getting ready. 2, 1, here we go. Second half of set 3. Awesome. Knee lightly touches and propel yourself up and forward with that front leg. Good. Standing tall out of that hip. Excellent. 10 seconds. Keep that breathing fluid. Good. 1 more. And rest. Great job. Back to the blood flow. We're going to get a little cross crawl patterns this time. Arms out to the side. We'll go our knee to the opposite elbow. Good. Exhale as you draw that knee nice and high. Awesome. Keeping level through the hips. Woo. Good. Let's go 2 more on each side and we'll take it into jump jacks. Good. When you're ready. Woo. Need to catch the breath. You can always go into a step. Otherwise, 10 more seconds. We'll finish with those grapevines. Fantastic. Here we go. Grapevine or side shuffle. 20 seconds, actually 15 till our rest break. Awesome. Great speed. Open through the hips. Woo. Almost there. 2, 1. Here's our rest. All right. Wonderful job. 30 seconds. We'll be back for our 4th and final round. Grab 1 more drink of water. This will be our final round. If you're feeling fatigued in your legs, don't worry about weighting it. If you're feeling good with that extra weight, then keep it going. Starting in 7 seconds. Left foot will be forward. And begin. Nice. Still moving with control, just kissing that back knee to the floor. Wonderful. Building that strength through your legs. Great job. 10 seconds. Good. Final rep. And rest. Good job. Transition to that bent over row in between legs. Soft bend the knees. Draw the abdomen in, long spine as you bow forward. And when you're ready, squeeze that weight into the chest. Shoulders down out of the ears. Head and neck neutral, looking straight down. We tend to extend the head on these. So chin in. You want to build strength in those muscles in the front of the neck. Those tend to get weak and long, and the back gets short and tight. And it leads us to that extended head posture. Good, almost there. Stay tight in the middle. Let's go 2 more reps. Squeeze in, reach forward. Last one, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, all righty. Lunges, final set, your right leg. Eyes up, ready, begin. Awesome. Very good. So now last exercise, we're going to take the blood flow work out of this last one, replace it with just a little bit of stretching. So we have 1 more circuit left. That will definitely challenge the blood flow. 10 seconds on these lunges. Good focus. And 2, 1, and all done there. Nice work. Down, grab a drink. We'll stretch here in just a second. All right, hello legs. When you're ready, just take your feet about hip width apart, interlace the hands, reaching straight up. We're gonna do a little side stretch to kind of cool it down, but not a full cool down, just give your body a little bit of a rest. Good, breathe in, back to center. Elongate through that midline and then bend the other way. Good, come up out of that. Keep the hands extended, but now we're gonna go into our little circular toe touches, or I like to call them our snow globe toe touches. We'll go 2 to 3 times and then we'll switch directions, keeping that soft bend in the knees. Just kind of feeling the outsides of your mobility here. Good. When you're ready, switch directions. Same thing the other way, reaching around, just flowing through. Fantastic. Good, 1 more. Fantastic. All right, just a little side step arm swing next. Open up those shoulders. We have 3 rounds of our next circuit here. It's going to take us 15 minutes to go through the whole deal. We'll start with some squatting. If you weren't here yesterday, if you want to add some overhead work, you can do a thruster. So full squat up to overhead. If you want to give a break for your shoulders, you'll hold a weight in 1 arm. Full squat, call it a waiter squat. We'll have a full minute here. We'll just simply switch arms at halfway. Then we're going to take it down to the floor. Option of a push-up with a Renegade Row or simply the Renegade Row. We'll roll on our back for some sit-ups, mountain climbers, or a steady plank. And then we'll have 30 seconds rest or march in between sets. As I mentioned, we're going to go 3 times through. So grab another drink. We'll get started here in about 20 seconds. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that thruster with the overhead reach. Probably every other rep, I'll do that overhead press. Alrighty, set those feet for the squat. Just gentle toe out. Start in your non-dominant arm. I'm assuming that's left for most. 2, 1, here we go. Reaching back. And you're gonna reach up to overhead or just simply squat, your choice. As I mentioned, I'm gonna go overhead every other rep because I did do some overhead work yesterday. You want to go each rep overhead, that works too. Good, 10 seconds, and we're going to switch arms. Good, 2, 1, simply switch the weight to the other side and right back into it. Good, nice full range on those squats. Beautiful, smooth breathing here. We're 45 seconds into the first minute. First of 3 rounds, so pace yourself. Fantastic. Give me 1 more. 2, 1, and transition. All right. Coming down to the floor. With or without weights. So I'm going to use some even weights here. So we can do a push-up or simply the Renegade Row. Push-up. Okay, knees or toes, and then we'll row on each arm. Ready? Here we go. Midline strong. Elbows nice and high. Good. Lowering that chest to the floor. knees or toes. Got 45 seconds here. Good job. Kathy, you froze on us. But hey, just keep moving solid. I'm gonna watch to make sure our hips don't drop down. That's 30 seconds. Fantastic. 3, 2, 1, and take a rest. Great job. From there, we're coming onto our backs for sit-ups. So lower yourself down. On these sit-ups here, our key is posture. So let the head touch, arms reach overhead. When you're ready, here we go. Drive the arms and then sit tall up out of your sit bones. Good. Draw the abdomen in as you lower back. Posture is key. So I don't want to see this like forward hunch. We're trying to train our bodies away from that rounded forward posture. If you're comfortable to do so, think about sitting quick and then coming back a little bit slower. So think about lowering down like one segment at a time and then sit smooth. Good job. A couple more. We're coming back to all fours next. Good. Final time. 3, 2, 1, and roll it back over. All right, options here. Wide handprint. So your choice, you can either hold the top of a plank or work the mountain climbers. Hips as level as you can, drawing the knee towards the same side elbow. Exhale as you draw that knee up. Good. 15 seconds. Really key to lift up through the shoulders, not letting those hips drop down. And just a nice soft bend in the elbows so they're not hyperextended. Good. And 2, 1, and rest. Woo. All righty, coming on opposite feet. We'll take about 30 seconds here. You can either take a full rest. If you want to keep that blood flow moving, you can march and punch a little bit. Otherwise, I'm just going to take a little bit of a breather. 15 seconds, so we're back to round 2 of 3. All righty. Getting ready for those squats with the option of a thruster, starting in your non-dominant arm. 2, 1, here we go. And we're holding weight on one side of the body. Really key not to let the body twist. Sometimes our body will tend to twist away from the side holding the weight. Good. I'm demonstrating the thruster every other rep. You can do that overhead press each rep if you prefer. Moving as fast or as slow as you'd like. Just try to keep each rep consistent. Good. Switching sides. Here we go. Same thing, opposite arm. Good. Avoid holding the breath. Just nice, smooth breathing. Excellent. Whew. Good. Couple more. And 2, 1. Rest and rotate. All righty. Coming down to the floor. Renegade row. Option of including that push-up in between renegades. All right, when you're ready. So I row on each arm, and then I can either keep that going or add a push-up in between. On the knees or on the toes. As you're lowering down, if you choose the push-up, keep those elbows in tight to the sides. People tend to send those elbows really wide, puts that shoulder in a not ideal position. Good. Perfect, Kathy. Just holding that plank. It's a great sub. Woo. We're going into sit-ups next. Get ready to transition in 3, 2, 1, and take it onto your back. All righty. As you lower down, head relaxes back, arms reach overhead. When you're ready, here we go. Driving the arms. Sitting straight up out of those sit bones and draw the chin in. People tend to push the head forward at the top of sit-ups. Exhale as you come on up. Excellent. There you go. Think about reaching for your heels. Wonderful. That's 30 seconds. We'll take another 15. Beautiful. Great posture, Kathy. Do one more here. Roll it back, sitting tall, and then making your way back to all fours, either holding that plank. If anything's going on with anyone's wrist, you can come on down to the forearm if you want to break on the wrist. Otherwise, either front plank or the mountain climbers. And this time, let's bring the knees diagonally across the body. Exhale as you draw those knees across, lifting up between your shoulder blades and holding those hips nice and level as well. Good. Head looking straight down, chin is drawn in, watching right between the hands. Good, let's go one more each side. 2, 1, and there's our rest. Woohoo! All right, we'll take 40 seconds till we start our third and final round. If you want to keep that heart rate up, just a little gentle bounce, or just simply rest. 30 seconds till we go. All right, so it'll be our last time through, working on those squats with the option of that overhead reach for the thruster. Whew. All right, look to start in your non-dominant arm, elbow up and forward, 2, 1, here we go. Good. I'll continue to demo that every other rep as a thruster. Reach that non-working arm straight out, help encourage that chest to stay tall. Good, halfway through on this arm. Keep that breathing consistent. Wonderful. Good, maybe one more rep and then we'll switch sides. Good, opposite arm. And here we go. Final 30 seconds of squats. Great workout here today. Stay positive, stay focused, keep your mechanics strong. Excellent. Keep that range all the way into your squats. Yep. Beautiful. 10 seconds. Woo. And 2, 1, transition. Renegade rows. Option of the push-up. Look to set your feet a little bit wider than a normal push-up when you go into that Renegade row. And here we go. Elbow nice and high, shoulders and hips level. If you come down to the knee for the push-up, just stay in that plank. Fantastic. Got 45 seconds here. First 15 seconds is done. Good. Steady breathing, neck and head neutral. There's 30 seconds in. Very nice. Last sequence. 2, 1, and take it over for sit-ups. Great job. As you lower back, head relaxes down, arms reach up to overhead. And here we go. Exhale as you draw yourself up. Inhale as you lower down. And pretty normal here. Breathing is probably a little bit more elevated than normal. So you're going to breathe more than one breath cycle for a rep. Just let your body breathe naturally. Focus on that posture. Good. That's 30 seconds, 15 left. Beautiful work. Let's go one more time. And we come back to all fours for our last exercise. Here we go. Either front plank or the mountain climbers. If you're choosing the mountain climbers, we'll keep with that diagonal. Knee to the opposite elbow. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Good. Nice smooth exhale as you draw that knee up and across. Strong positioning. Very good. Soft bend those elbows. Halfway through. Chin pulled in. Checking out that area on your mat right between the hands. Here, one more on each side. And rest. Woo, good job. Come off those hands. Let's take it back in a child's position to rest. Big toes together, knees divide. Go ahead and turn those palms up so the little fingers come together. And I invite you just to give a nice long sigh. Nice deep breath in. Let it all go. Invite your nervous system to rest for a second. Shift gears. Very good. Coming back to all fours. We're going to do our mid-back rotations from the palms this time. So hand behind the head. Bring your elbow to that opposite elbow. Lift up out of that downside shoulder. Peer up towards the sky. Good. Between 5 and 8 on each side. Good. Breathe in as you close. And then smooth exhale as you open. Really lifting up out of that downside shoulder. Good. 1 or 2 more, and then we'll switch. Very nice. Same thing, opposite side. Breathe in as you bring that elbow to the opposite elbow. Exhale, holding that top position. Really lifting up out of that downside shoulder. Inviting that rib cage and that mid back to give a nice smooth rotation. Keep that range of motion. Let's go one more here. Fantastic. Whichever arm was rotating, place that hand down. Turn the opposite palm up, and we're just going to do a thread the needle here. Reach the arm underneath that shoulder. Gradually lowering that shoulder to the floor. And you can kind of walk that top hand over the head. Watch the hips here. They tend to rotate, so keep them as square as you can. We'll hold about another 15 seconds here. It should not be painful, so if anything's uncomfortable, please come out of it. Two more breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. And switch. Very good. In between side, let's go a couple of cat-cows. We won't go right into that other side. We go 3 to 5 cat-cows cycle. Exhale as you draw that chin into the chest. Lift that mid-back. And inhale as you gently arch. Good. Twice more. Very good. And then when you're ready, we'll make our way into that second side. Thread the needle, palm up. Gently slide the hand under the opposite arm, lowering that shoulder down towards the floor. Square the hips. You can kind of walk that opposite arm over the head. Very good. I invite you to close the eyes and just feel yourself breathe. We'll go another 3 breaths here. In through the nose. Send the air into any areas that you're feeling tension. Out through the mouth. Twice more. Beautiful. When you're ready, pull yourself out of that stretch and make your way onto your back. As you lower down, go ahead and hug the legs into the chest, rock side to side. Good. From here, extend your left leg straight out as you hug that right knee towards the right shoulder. Looking to open up the inner thighs a bit. You can roll the ankle around. Very good. Then go ahead and take that right leg, extend it straight up in the air for a little hamstring stretch, grabbing behind the thigh, behind the knee, behind the calf, whatever feels best for you. And we'll move the foot of this right leg, pulling the toes and the foot back towards you. Point that foot towards the ceiling, up and down about 5 times. Good. Go ahead and bring the right knee back down. And now figure 4. Bring the right foot onto the left thigh. Hug that left thigh up and in. Check in with your head. I found my neck kind of extended here. Lift that head up. Draw the chin in. Hold that neck nice and neutral. Good. 15 more seconds here. Close the eyes. Breathe. Gradually inviting that outer right hip to open. Fantastic. Go and release that side. Same thing, opposite side. So now you'll push that right leg down. Hug the left knee in. Actively looking to open up the inner thighs a bit here. Just pull the left knee towards that left shoulder, rolling the ankle around. Good. Switch directions on that ankle roll. And then into that hamstring stretch on this left side. Extending that leg up. Pulling the foot towards you, point the foot away. About 5 times up and down here. Good. And gently bring that leg. Did we do spinal twist? Maybe we just went right into figure 4. Sorry, pull that right knee up, left foot to the right thigh, and hug that leg in. Good. We'll go another 15 seconds or so here. Close the eyes. Breathe smooth. Second to last stretch. Very good. When you're all done there, go ahead and release those legs. And then let's finish with a little happy baby. Elbows work on the inside of the knee. Grab the outer legs. Use those elbows to push the legs wide, opening up those inner thighs. And then you can gently rock yourself side to side. Give a little relief to that low back. All right, friends, as you finish there, I invite you just to take a moment to yourself. Lie flat on your back. Close the eyes, connect to your breathing. Take a pause before you jump into whatever you have next. Appreciate you being here today and hope to see you next time. Nice job, Kathy. Don't feel like you have to rush up.